Everybody's got a blank page, a story they're writing today, a wall that they're climbing. You can carry the past on your shoulders. You can start over regrets. No matter what you've gone through, Jesus, He gave it all to save you. He carried the cross on His shoulders, so you can start over.
Don't let your heart be troubled, don't be afraid. To the brokenhearted, their wishes paid. Never been born, never been torn, never sinned, never disobeyed. I know you think there's no hope, no, but that ain't true. Jesus saved.
I'm on my GoPro Texas trip, and I'm sitting in this chair. I'm waiting for the Texas team to show up. I'm at the airport, and I'm sitting in this chair, and I'm in Texas, and I just noticed this chair is a quarter of an inch bigger than the chairs at all the other airports. So I am totally certain that everything is bigger in Texas. Totally certain. Crazy. Everything is bigger. I'm going to the bathroom. Everything is bigger. Hopefully, every crazy. Yeah, and I'm going to the bathroom next. So hopefully, everything's bigger in Texas. That'd be awesome. Nice.
Gave it all to save you. He carried the cross on His shoulders, so you can start over.
See, His love is deeper than the ocean floor.
Down there and help build it, but I donated money here and there, and I promoted it. I got a whole bunch of shit from people.
GoPro.
And we were just
Cause I'm a professional.
And we actually, at the end of
Yeah, my flow is exceptional. I'm balling off the chain, man. I'm on another level, and you know I don't have no limits, and I'll never settle. I'm hotter than a tea kettle. And you talking about the whips that you got, bitch? I got several. I just bought a mansion with a motherfucking pool in it. I'm a general, a boss, a fucking lieutenant. I just took a trip to Neptune. I'm motherfucking flow explosive like the tech boom. And you know, fuck a bad bitch in the restroom. I give a fuck, boy. You know I got them big goons. We shoot them choppers in them, we flying around in them helicopters. Know I got you like the Phantom of the Opera. They can't see me. Niggas talking about it, but they know they wanna be me. Cause I pull up in the Beamer, yeah, you know I'm gleaming. Chain on my neck, all about a check. If you talk a bad shit, boy, I'm at your neck. I put the chopper to your face and I'ma get respect. Cause I don't really give a fuck, but you know I rep the 817, the 214. I'm in the fucking camera, you know it's GoPro. I pull up in that fucking like a cholo. And now I'm leaning like I'm Cali in the low. You know I got the cash, you know I got them stacks. You know I'm about my money. You know I'm about them racks. You know I spit the truth. I'm talking all facts. I'm talking all whip, black whips. Yeah, my whips is off the chain, and I don't have to slave, boy. I don't wear a chain. I ain't afraid to lynch you motherfuckers in the game. You know I'm off the motherfucking. Bring it back though. I'm in a motherfucking condo, busting bands in Toronto. I pull up in the new Lamborghini Diablo, and you know I'm like Escobar. They call me Pablo. You know I gotta get it. You know it's any minute. I'm blowing up like I'm motherfucking with.
We did. In America, we did.
Hold up.
Every opportunity.
Stop that.
Down there and help build it.
How y'all doing? My name is Charles Sharp, aka Hippie Jesus. I am in tune and in works with Starbucks Startups, and this is a shout out to GoPro. And I just want to say I hope y'all enjoy this editing and these videos that we're giving out and showing what our experience was here in Texas for our first encounter. And you know, we just want to show a humor. We want to show a life that we have, and that our movement that we want to do, it is here to impact everybody in the world. You know, we're here to help you, but we're also here to help everybody else as well. We're not just by ourselves. We are unit. We are an empowered group of individuals that can move mountains. So we're willing to go pro. We're ready to go pro. We're going pro. So GoPro, go pro with us, because we're going pro with you. So I hope y'all enjoy, because this is the next segment.
So I'm talking.
How y'all doing?
In Texas, and we're talking about I see myself as a capitalist, a more socially responsible capitalist, and part of the reason why I'm here in Texas is to create some noise, but more to help people that I can't necessarily reach, and I don't have necessarily time to reach, and I've made like a lot more sacrifices, and I've gone away from helping just like one person so I can put myself into a position to help many. And we were kind of having a little conversation on that, and I just wanted to kind of open it up to the other guys. Do either one of you want to talk about like your friends that may have been experience any things and how it's like motivated you to do more good?
Yeah, I mean, well, like I was saying just a little bit ago, I lived in upstate New York when, I don't know, about 6 years ago, and I had a group of friends that were really close to me, and that I'd go and do a bunch of stuff with, skate, hang out outside of school and all that stuff. Well, when I moved in a 3-day period, and I told them that I was leaving, and on that third day, my dad came from Virginia and picked me up and drove me to Virginia. A couple years after that, I find out that my group of friends that I have are going down a pretty dark path that never ends well, and always, just affects the person's life forever. And I felt the whole point of it is that I felt that I could have helped change that if I was there, but at the same time, I was scared at the fact that I could have been in the same position and maybe even end up like one of them.
Did you ever think that situation that happened is pushing you to a higher calling?
Surviving, yeah. I mean, I could have chose that. I could have been there. I could have done that shit. I've had friends here in Texas that went down the same exact path, and I was right next to them. Never did it, but I saw them do it. I was the voice saying, "Don't do this, man. You probably shouldn't do it. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you." All that stuff, and he cleaned up his act, and he's good now. That makes me happy. But yeah, I would say that. I mean, I wouldn't want to see this happen to anybody else, close to me or not. It's not a thing for anyone to experience, and it's addiction, man. I don't know.
That's the thing. No one needs to experience it, because it brings you down just such a dark path. Like, you lose your sense of self. Like, you lose your personal hygiene. You lose your sense of awareness. Like, you don't get into that bubble that you are supposed to be in. You're locked in a shell. You're closed up by this hurt of ashamed, disconcernment, and just dysfunction. Like, every time that I go back into my town where I'm originally from, like, I'm not the person who I am. I'm the person who I am today by my past. My past made me to who I am, and I'm a recovered drug addict. Like, I've popped everything basically in the book besides heroin and peyote. Like, I've hit a lot of things. I've witnessed a lot of people go downhill, but every time I go back into where I used to stay, as the way that I look at things now, I see them. I see myself through them, like what I could have been like. And I don't ever wish upon that, because that's a dark spiral. That's darkness spinning in itself, and you see that light, but you just don't know how to grab that light. You don't even know how to accept to walk around and see your own shadow. And you just you get hostile, you get agitated, you get frustrated. Like, you kind of
have you ever stopped to like give it meaning to to call upon yourself that I mean, how has it pushed you like in other ways to like do good in the world?
Well, because I died, and when I died, I saw things in a different standpoint. Like I didn't just see myself as this pity person who had so much guilt and sorrow, like a person who bottled up. Like I'm a person who bottled things up since child. Like when you let that go, it frees you into addiction in yourself and the people that you meet, or even in your own household. Like if you let go of your resentments, you let go of your frustration, of things that either you can change or can't change, we have to go with it. And I mean
That's a good point. You were saying that you were stuck in a shell. Like that's how it is. You know, you're walking through life in this bubble of your own addiction, and you know, mourning that people are coming by and bouncing off of that bubble and trying to get inside, but you're not letting it happen. You know, it's just not working because you don't think they see the way that you do or feel the way that you do, when in reality they can, through empathy. You know, you sit there and express, and they express, and then you guys find an understanding and, you know, the emotions, and you guys can you can get to another standpoint in understanding each other.
How does that correlate with the shell that you were talking about last night that you have?
I mean, it's the same thing, really. It's just like, no, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just not addiction-wise, you know? It's not like being induced by hardcore drugs and stuff like that. It's mainly just, like you said, having something happen in my childhood to where I haven't been listened to, or had felt that my voice had been heard, and then just carried that, and then used that as I forgot how you said it. Yeah, no, it's the same thing. It's
So are you willing to challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone and to embrace like the fact and forgive yourself and not have any guilt about having that shell, but just to be able to step out of that shell?
Yeah, I would want to. I'm not sure how much, you know, energy it will take me to actually do that, but it's something that I would like to see myself out of. Yeah.
Well, a shell is made of sand, and if you take away 4 or 5 grains, that could open up like a vortex of lots of possibilities. So a lot of people just try to release the whole shell, and they probably have like moments when they just go crazy.
Yeah.
But sustainably, if you get through a few grains of sand of the shell, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities and possibilities and relationships that will lead to a lot of good. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, I like that. A little bit more simplistic than the actual, you know, situation. Like it always, that's how it feels. Like you're dropping the whole, like you have to just get rid of all of it. There's just this massive change that has to happen. Like your whole life needs to be turned over or something, you know, but it doesn't have to be like that.
And usually only that the type of transformation that we're talking, and the type of transformation that people ask for you to just totally drop your whole shell, that only happens when bad shit happens to us. And when bad shit happens to us, like a lot of people get sick because they need to rest. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they have to rest when they're sick. But if they would have rested before that, they wouldn't have got sick in the first place. So it's like, well, I don't have time to do this. And all of a sudden you have time when something bad happens to you. But that opportunity and that creativity, if you let go of a few grains of sand, can be here anytime. Yeah. And it's easier to fit it in something that you can do manageable that works on an everyday basis.
Right. I agree with that.
So you're ready to go. Are you ready to go pro?
I'm ready to go pro.
Are you ready to dream again?
Yeah. Once more.
Yes. Look at that. That's good. That's like, it was like not forced, just a few grains of sand dropped on the floor. I can see him right over there. Charles is going to have to clean that up later when he cleans in a couple months.
Hey guys, I cleaned. Yeah. You guys see that today. I am
So I'm here talking with some friends